Sunshine. The goddess here with a message. Oh, her nappy. And I love it. Look how nappy it is. Yes, yes. Anyway, that's not what I came here for. I know it's been a long time since I dropped some gems on y'all. I know it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. But I'm back and I'm here. I learned a super dope lesson here, in the recent past. And I wanted to share with you all just some things that I put together. You know, there was a time in my life where I didn't like myself. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of other people that I disliked. But over these past few years, I have really grown to appreciate all the aspects of me, even those aspects that I see reflected back from other people. And there's a version of me that would have perceived that as, oh, I don't like this person or whatever. But I don't see it that way anymore. Like, I cannot like the way that a person is choosing to show up in a moment. I cannot like something that someone does. I cannot like the way that somebody treats me in our personal relationship and still like that person. You know what I'm saying? They can still bring love and joy and beauty into my experience, and I can like certain things that they have contributed to my experience and who they are as an individual without liking every single thing that they do and every single thing about them. That doesn't mean that I have to dislike them or have any type of animosity or ill will towards them. You know what I'm saying? Because when you really like and love yourself, then you like and love other people, because there actually is no other. We really are one, and the fact of us being separate is actually an illusion. It's not even real. And the way that we perceive one another is based on the way that we perceive ourselves. And even our subconscious, when our subconscious is processing information, it's not even aware of the other. It thinks that we're the only one here, because it knows that this idea of separation between me and you is an illusion. We are one. We are all source experiencing itself. So this idea that you can dislike someone else while simultaneously liking yourself is an illusion. It's an illusion. And what I was saying about the subconscious is, when you say things about other people, your subconscious doesn't think there's anybody else but you, baby. So it thinks you're talking about you. So you're like, that bitch, your subconscious thinks you're talking about you, baby. And you are, essentially casting that spell on yourself. So I just wanted to drop that on you real quick or whatever. If you got like this list of people that you dislike, that you do not like, I really want you to look at yourself, because the root of the problem that you're having with anybody else is a problem that you have with yourself. And I know you might not like it, but it is what it is. And now I want to add, because I don't want you to get it misconstrued, that just because I like someone doesn't mean that I have to like the way that they handle access to me. Okay, so I can like you and think you're great, but if you mishandle me and the way that you handle the access that you have with me, I dislike, I can just shift my proximity to you. I can revoke or change the level of access that you have to me, and I can do all of that and not dislike you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to let people mishandle me. I could just set boundaries in my relationships and what I am and am not going to tolerate, but I don't have to go around holding alt against anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my kids' fathers, like, I just, we don't get along. He mishandled me. He mishandles the access to me. Every time that I grant him access to me, he mishandles it. But I don't dislike him. I love him. You know what I'm saying? I loved him enough to lay down with him, get married to him, have 2 babies by him. Like, that's my nigga. I like the nigga. But he mishandles the access to me, so I had to revoke the motherfucking access. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect for myself and the standards that I have for myself and what it is to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just being able to make that distinction and not going around thinking that you have to hold all against your brother or your sister. You don't have to. You can be like, you know what? I love this person. I like this person, but I cannot allow this person access to me because the way that they handle the access to me, I do not like. Like being able to separate the soul, the essence of a person from their behavior, and then also setting boundaries so that their behavior doesn't impact you, and still not harboring animosity against them as an individual, because you understand that there are aspects of all of us that may not be so great. You know what I'm saying? We all have shadow aspects to us and things that we don't like, and the things that generally we dislike in others because it's somewhere in our shadow and we haven't dealt with it, especially if it's causing us to make us feel like we don't like that person, right? So just some gems, some things for you to consider. I mean, I'm not the authority on your healing journey or the way that you perceive things. I'm just telling you how I maintain happiness. Excuse me, how I maintain happiness in my experience, how I end my own suffering,